Ladies and gents, Coach Ryan with another video on knee health and or knee injury prevention. Now I want to stress that not all knee pain is created equal. Personally, I've had knee pain for many different reasons. When I had knee pain in my left knee, it wasn't because I had a tight hip flexor or a tight quad or a weak anterior tib. It was because I flew over my handlebars and fractured my patella. That being said, the rehab to get my legs working and feeling good again involved a lot of different knee strengthening exercises. Now this video in particular is about an exercise known as the anterior tibialis raise. I'm not the first one to make a video about anterior tib raises, and I certainly won't be the last. So the anterior tibialis is that biggest muscle on the front of your shin. All right, let me just balance right there, make sure I'm working the anterior tib of my other leg. The big muscle on the front of your shin. Now the function of this muscle, the purpose is to dorsiflex, all right, or be able to point your toe up, all right, flex your toe back. If you can do that, that's known as dorsiflexion. That is the function of the anterior tibialis. Mechanically, that's what that muscle does in your body. Now in real life practical application, whether you're walking, running, playing basketball, jumping, hopping, skipping, every time you come down, that muscle helps you decelerate. The stronger that muscle is, the better you can decelerate, the more I can land on a box softly. Now I made another video about deceleration and hip flexor strength. So it's kind of a combination. Hip flexor strength, also the strength of your anterior tib. If you have a very strong anterior tib, you can decelerate, taking pressure off the knee. Ryan, I'm not jumping, that's not important for me. Do you walk? Because every time you take a step, you're flexing that anterior tibialis. And as we get older, we start to kind of shuffle. That shuffle step is a pretty good indication that we have some fairly weak anterior tibialis. This video, I'm going to show you how to strengthen them. So the classic way to strengthen this muscle is what's known as the anterior tib raise. Back on a wall, feet out in front of me. The closer in they are, the easier this is going to be. The further out I go, the harder it's going to be. So I could do a set of, say, 25 coming up, holding for a 2-second count, and back down. Holding for a 2-second count, and back down. That's one way to strengthen the anterior tibialis. Another way is to go very fast. So if I hold on to something and I try to raise my toes up as high as I can, what I'm going to do is try to shoot for about 20 seconds and see how many toe taps I can get in 20 seconds. And after about 15 seconds, you're going to feel a direct burn in the anterior tib. So if you're wondering where that muscle is, just do this for 15 seconds. Woo! All right, then go do something else. Go grab a cup of tea and another exercise, and then come back to that. Do it again. You could also do it Tabata style, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds. Have fun with that one. See how these anterior tibs feel the next day. What I'm saying is there's plenty of different ways to strengthen this muscle. Up against the wall, we're working this isometric contraction. Going very fast, we're working a lot of strength endurance in the muscle. If I want to build pure brute strength, what I might actually do is load it up. So I like this kettlebell because it fits right over the top of my shoe, and I can keep my leg straight. I can point my toe all the way down, known as plantar flexion. There'll be a quiz later. And then dorsiflex it back up, firing this anterior tib, all right, but adding a little bit of load to it. So I could do that for maybe 5, 10 reps or so. There's plenty of ways that we can strengthen this anterior tib, and if it's not strong, chances are your knees are not as strong as they could be. Play around with those exercises. Let me know how it feels. Talk to you soon.